Chief Meteorologist Ross Whitley with your first alert forecast.
A cold front sliding across our area, bringing a couple of showers today. You may even run into a downpour earlier today. You can actually see the cross flow. So high pressure in control, trying to slide in the upper levels, but at the surface, the moisture is just going, nah, we're going to hold on to the warm and moist air, and that's what we've got going on. So aloft, the drier, cooler air is trying to slide back in, but at the surface, we're still battling it out. And where you get enough lift, you can pick out a shower or even possibly a heavier downpour. Like I said, we have had some of that today. A couple of spotty showers out there now. This boundary is basically going to stay in place where it is throughout the day tomorrow as well. So the cooler air, it is out there. It's starting to leak into the lower 48. I told you most of this cold air mass would stay across the Great Lakes and then go up into the northeast. And as we're going into next week, yes, we're talking about cold and even historic cold, but in reference as to like middle of January, it's not going to be quite that cold. So not a hard freeze, but we should be around 70 for this time of year. Talking about daytime highs down into the 50s and 40s, well, that is way below average for this time of year. So that's why we're talking about this in a historical context of cold. No, we're not going to see a widespread hard freeze across the area, but yes, it will be quite cold in for several days. As we go through our Wednesday, not cold. On the warm and humid side, the wind more or less out of the south. We're going to be lifting that boundary that worked through today back up off out of the north, and that should bring a stray shower with it as well. Just about a 20% chance of a pop-up. As we go through our Thursday, the stronger boundary starts to approach out of the north and west. That'll be coming in late in the day. Could even pick out a thunderstorm on that. The SPC is giving a low risk for severe weather. Hail or a wind gust out of that is the main concern. Overall, I'm not concerned about severe weather, just about a 2 to 5% chance overall, so really not that big of a deal. 77 for inland areas, coastal areas tomorrow about 75. The warm front lifting off to the north, and your Thanksgiving Thursday, some patchy fog across the area, either inland or coastal areas. A shower or storm as that boundary does work through with about a 40% chance of rain. The wind will flip to out of the north and west on the backside of the boundary, and that's where the colder air starts to come in. So let's talk about the cold. Here comes the cold front on Thursday, and then high pressure starts to build in. So cold and dry. There is another short wave on the backside of that. Still a little curious as to what's going to happen out of this. Most of that is going to be moisture starved. It works through the middle section of the country, but what it does is reinforce the colder air in place. Talk about teens and single digits across the Ohio River Valley, but for us, yeah, we're probably talking a good frost and freeze across the area. Frost all the way to the coast and probably a light freeze across the majority of the area as well. No, we're not going to be wrapping our pipes or worried about any of the issues that come along with a hard freeze. That might come along maybe later on in the winter. This time around, it's more about protecting that vegetation outside, making sure pets are okay, that kind of stuff. This isn't a hard freeze like what we had with Christmas last year or the beginning of January last year or even 2 years ago. This is going to be right around the freezing mark, but marking the end of the growing season. If you got plants or something like that you want to protect, that's what you're going to be worried about this time around.
It's a good reminder.
It's cold.
Yeah,
it's going to be cold.
All right, Ross.